So there's our piece of wood. This is my amazing workstation. As you can see on here, I've just marked on the shoulders. So this is the cutting edge down here, and this is the back shoulder. So that's roughly, I know where I need my hole to be going. And I'm just going to whack it into here. I tilt it at a slight angle and then work the top surface. So I'll be working the top part of this hole. And then obviously as the rasps remove the wood, drops down at the bottom and it comes out more easily. Stops it jamming up at the other end. So start, this is it's probably not going to show because it doesn't like small things. Yeah, there we go. So little needle rasp, triangular section. I have a little tiny, smaller square section, and then I have some flat ones for doing other parts. But let's. Sorry, I keep hitting the light affecting button. Right, so and literally you just into there, and because I've marked that in, and I know I've got quite a thin tang with quite a considerable taper, I can really sort of attack at the front, going into the back. Right, that's roughly what I'm doing, but I'm going to stop this and then we'll do a time lapse, and hopefully you don't have to spend hours watching me. So, where are we? There we are. So as you can see, I've used the triangular section with the broad back to start digging it up into there. When it comes to doing the front down towards blade edge, the blade tapers, the tang tapers, and it's much narrower across the bottom because of the way I grind them. It's just where most people grind them. So to get the wedge shape down at the bottom, once you've opened it up preliminarily, I use a half round file, so flat on one side, round on another, and then obviously with that you can cut with the edge quite effectively, and then you can start flattening out these sides as well just to make them a bit prettier, and I'll do a bit more of this, and then we'll probably try a bit of a burn-in just to get us a bit further. So yeah, just moving back onto the triangular file. These are all belt. They're just cheap Chinese import stuff. £5 for 5 different, and you get rounds in there and stuff as well. Much cheaper than a brooch. And having had a play with a brooch, I prefer using these. They just give me more control. So your small square ones, just 3 or 4 mil wide. It's really good for just squaring off your corners inside. I need to get some more, as these are all now getting bent out of shape and snapped, and they don't last anywhere near as long as a decent quality brooch. And obviously, although I've used the half round to create the V section, further in it's still square, so I come back in with the square just to open it up a bit. Really do need to replace this one as it's well bent. But it's quite effective at getting in and moving things around, so just lean through. pick up the blade, slot it in, see where we're getting to. I probably want to get it down another centimetre before I look at the burn through, but it starts giving me an idea of where things are, so I can see. Let's see if I can jump back here. You can sort of see now that it's quite tight in that section there. It's much more open on the other side, so it's probably something to do with my line, which that looks pretty square. Not quite so square on this side. So I've got a twist in here, so it's tight up against here, so there's probably, it needs to be moving this way. So I probably need to do something onto this far back corner just to get it through. It's all my tools. Make sure I'm getting all the wood and dust out. So now we're going in. And we get so far in. There's a wobble in it up at the front, so it's something at the back that's stopping it going further in. So, as you can see here, it's all black. This is because burn a candle, soot onto it, and then I can look down inside the hole with some good light, and I can see where it's connecting. So I'm going to give this a clean up and give that a go, and then I'll come back and talk to you. So here we are back. That's the, oh come on, there we go, thank you. The soot on it. Keep it getting it on the corners. They're invariably the bits that are going to catch the most. So I now put the blade in, bit of a tap, wedges in, and then see if we can actually see it on here. You can see there how it's catching the soot. I'll know at the front here, I know it's bigger, and that's just because of the angle that I've got the blade going in and it's catching things. But there you can see a bit better. So it's catching along this corner here, top right hand corner. I'll wander off and have a look in some proper daylight, and I should be able to see pretty much all the way into there, but there's no chance that we can see everything that's going on through the camera, unfortunately.